Hey, what's up everyone, Same Time Gaming here. Welcome back for another Division 2 build video. Well guys, I'm at PTS and I have my hands on the literally the best kind of SMG build right now. And if this, comes live in the game, this is going to be absolute meta. Now, why is that? I'm going to tell you why is that. I have running this build in like two different ways and both of them are pretty solid. Some has more survivability and the other one is pure damage. And that pure damage build is insanely strong. It's melting NPCs left, right, and center. I'm talking about an SMG doing 1.3 million crit damage on body. Yes, guys, it's insane. Every single round will be like that. And it's not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm going to show you in the shooting range. I was actually doing a couple of these heroic missions, and I was absolutely stunned by it. Like I said, I made two different variants of this build, just basically changed a couple of pieces. I mean, but still, it's working really nice. And if this thing comes to the live game, it's going to be really, really amazing. And everyone's in Division 2 is going to run around with an SMG. It's like, the house kind of situation from Division 1. When the house came in, everyone's kind of running around with this PvP, PvE, doesn't matter. And yeah, this is basically going to be the next, the next phase which Division 2 is going to have. And this is what's going to happen. This is basically the future. So I'm about to show you the build, which actually absolutely like shredded the NPCs. So here it is, guys. This is, of course, the new gear sets and new, weapons have been used because they are the things that's doing this much of damage. I hope they don't nerf it, please, but because this is absolutely insane. So I'm running the gunner specialization because of 10% armor on kill. Now, this build is basically armor on kill with a lot of damage. Like, I can't stop me laughing because I played with this build for like an hour. After, of course, getting all the deltas and stuff, it's weird, getting a lot of queuing up and all that, but whatever. But I played with this build, like 2 heroic missions, and it was insane. It was amazing. And just take a look. So this is the SMG, of course, the backfire exotic SMG. I'm going to make a separate like a review video on this later on, but right now I'm just going to quickly tell you what it can do. So you can see the talent payment in kind. Payment in kind, it's a nice way to actually put in because it actually does what it says, payment in kind. So dealing damage to enemies adds a stack of 1% critical hit damage up to 200% stacks. Now, basically, that means every time you damage, you're going to get up like critical hit damage. So you're going to get up to 200% critical hit damage on this weapon itself. Like, yeah, this SMG can do 200% crit damage. That's how I can put in. Now, it lasts for 10 seconds, but if you keep on shooting, you will get that, like, you will keep that stacks forever. Like, if you keep on shooting the NPCs or whoever you're shooting at, right? Now, on reload, applies a 10-second bleed to yourself, which deals 0.5% armor damage per stack. So if you have 200 stacks, you're going to take 100% armor damage, and that will wipe you completely. It's like Eagle Better Tenacity, yeah? Eagle Better Tenacity, it's kind of like that. It's going to completely wipe you. But you can actually mitigate it with the hazard protection, of course. That's the plan for people in PvP, right? But you can actually use it the way I'm running. Like, I'm running all reds, but I'm still surviving and still didn't die. The bleed is hitting me, but it's not actually, like, I'm not feeling the bleed. Now, let me tell you how. So the exotic, I mean, not the exotic, sorry. The next weapon I'm using, the named shotgun, which is the mop, get 5% armor on kill. That's the named talent. So it's always going to be maxed out like this. But yeah, I mean, it's got close and personal. It's pretty sweet. I didn't use it that much, but it's doing a really nice damage, I would say, because you can see the total damage is pretty sweet. And yeah, I mean, it's doing quite good damage. That's basically all I can say. Now, with this gear set, like, what is this gear set? Of course, it's Hunter's Fury, the new gear set. And 2-piece give you 15% shotgun damage, 15% SMG damage. So this gear set is shouting, literally yelling you guys to use SMG and shotgun and be close, because that's where you're going to do a lot of damage, and it's very fun. So 3-piece give you 20% armor on kill and 100% health on kill. So basically you have 30% armor on kill, like I said, 20% from the gear set, 10% from gunner. And now 4-piece, this is where all the magic happens. Now, Apex Predator. Now, what that does is enemy within 15 meters receives a debuff. So when you're close to the enemy within 15 meters, you'll see they're like kind of have a red kind of icon on top of their head. So basically they're debuffed. Now what that debuff does is increases your weapon damage against them by 20%. So all the debuffed NPCs, you're going to deal 20% extra weapon damage on them. Now, killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters. So whoever's close to the enemy you killed within 5 meters, of course, they will be disoriented, which is pretty sweet as well, you know. And that amplifies your weapon damage by 5%. Not disorienting, but killing. Killing increases your, like, amplifies your weapon damage by 5%. And for 10 seconds, of course, but stacks up to 5 times. So basically, if you kill 5 NPCs, you're going to get 25% amplified damage for 10 seconds. And now again, if you keep on killing, this will keep on staying active so that 10 seconds doesn't matter. Every time you kill, it's going to stay active. It's not going to go away. But if you don't kill anybody for 10 seconds, then this talent will disappear. Okay, so that's basically the talent here. Now, I'm using the mask with weapon damage, crit damage mod, because generic mod slot, you can put any mod you want now, you know. You can even more put like armor on kill mods if you want to. I mean, yeah. Now the backpack, I'm using Sokolov with Adrenaline Rush. Also the chest piece, Sokolov with the Intimidate. You know, meta talent's been there for a long time because 2-piece gives me that 10% SMG damage, 15% hit damage. Can't go wrong with this. There's another variant I'm running. I'm going to show you in a moment. But this is the 4-piece I'm using for the Hunter Spade. Yeah, you can see the gloves with 15% weapon damage and crit damage. I mean, these other things actually got it. They're also always giving us maxed out things, which is pretty sweet. You know, you open those caches, you get maxed out stuff, so you can test it. So yeah, so that's the holster. Now, I'm going to show you my crits. So you can see I have 46.7% crit chance, which is not that high. But trust me, it doesn't matter. I don't really feel it. That's all I can say. There's so much damage going on, I don't really feel it. Now, the crit damage is 160, like 59.5, I know, but still. So yeah, it's there. Now, if you want, you can add more crit. If you want, you can put on hazard protection. If you know, it varies upon people. Now, if I had crit chance here, of course, my crit will be higher, like 52, 53%. So that's a pretty sweet spot. Now, what this do and how to use this, let me show you in the shooting range right now. So I'm close to the NPC right now. As you can see, it got a debuff. Now, if I put it on 10 meters, it's going to still have the debuff. You can see it's red, 10 meters debuff. Let's keep it close so I can actually show you the Intimidate and all that. So right now I have Intimidate active because I have Adrenaline Rush going on. So with that, I'm actually critting for 561,000. Yeah, 561,000. Now that's with 159 crit damage. Okay, no other damage going on, just the Intimidate and of course the 20% damage from the debuff. So that's doing 561,000 on a crit. Now let's see what happens when I kill. The server's been very laggy, to be honest, in the PTS. It's just now I'm getting bleed. See, I'm receiving the bleed, but I'm not really feeling it. Like I'm getting bleed, you can see. Now I'm just killing. So I'm going to kill up to 5 NPCs to get 5%, like 25% multiplicative damage, the amplified damage. So now I've killed 5 enemies, so I have that damage going on. Now if I shoot and crit, like if I crit, now there you go, 993,000, that's almost 1 million. Now hold on, the weapon crit damage is not max. You can see there's 126 now, so I'm shooting 130 and 140 now. So it's just increasing the crit from the weapon. So let me max that. Let me actually max that crit first. Let's see what happens when I max that crit, yeah? So it's 72, it's going 88 now. It's just increasing. I'm trying to max it out. So now it's 200. So I have 200% crit damage from the SMG. I've maxed out damage from the chest piece. Now look at that, 1.26 million as per crit. You see, per shot, 1.26 million. Now the damage is gone because I stopped killing for like 10 seconds. I have to keep on killing to keep that stack active. So, I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. The way this build is actually set up, you can actually go face tank NPCs and you just melt them. And it's doing 1.26 million right now. Of course, you can increase the damage by using some different stuff as well, but it's, I'm really like stoned to see an SMG doing that much of like crits. Now, if I hit it on the head, I'm gonna do like 1.46, like almost 1.5 million crit per bullet. That's insane, guys. Like right now you can see 10 second is gone, but I'm just because I'm keep on killing, the talent is stacking up, and also the critical hit damage from the SMG is also stacked up because I'm keep on doing the damage. So if you keep on killing and keep on hitting the NPCs, it's always going to stack up. So you're basically always going to have these talents active. And I am receiving the bleed, but that bleed is basically not doing anything to me. Like whenever I reload, like I am receiving the bleed, but it's not doing anything to me. And if you keep on stacking like this, so I mean, it's really good. That's all I can say. It's really good, and you can see the damage, the amount of damage this is doing. Now, there's another way I was running. I swapped to the new exotic chess piece. Yes, this chess piece, the Ridgeway's Pride. Now, this is more like a defensive than an offensive chess piece. I'm gonna actually, again, make an in-depth review video on this. So of course, stay tuned for that. Keep those notifications on, all that things, yeah. I'm not a pretty good person promoting my channel and stuff. I just make videos. That's basically all I do. I didn't say subscribe, like, comment. I don't do that. So now the chess piece you can see is Bleeding Edge. Now what this does, like I said, it's more like a defensive than an offensive thing. Now why is that? You can see damaging enemies within 10 meter applies bleed to target, which is kind of okay if you're using a bleed build. So you're going to get a lot of bleed coming in. But this is where this chess piece is going to be really good in the meta, like a close combat meta, which is basically going on right now. After TU11 comes in, everyone's going to run around and face tank. That's basically going to happen. So repair 1% to 25% of your armor per second every enemy that is bleeding within 10 minutes. Now read this carefully, guys. Repair your armor per second. Per second, guys. Okay. Now, most of the time when you face tank NPCs, there are going to be at least 3 to 2 enemies, and that way you're going to get, if there's 2 enemies, you're going to get 4% armor regen per second. Okay. If there's 3 enemies, you're going to get 9% armor regen per second. If there's 4, 16. If there's 5, 25. That's your heal. That's your heal. That's your armor regen chess piece. Okay. Most of the times you're going to get 3 enemies, so you're going to always have that 9% active because you're face tanking. So that 3 NPCs will always be there. They always, NPCs always like 3 for sure, like guaranteed 2, but 3, yes. Most of the time there will be 3 NPCs close, and you can just do that 9% armor regen, guys. This is insane. Now this is what's going to help you from the bleed. So if you use this chess piece, the bleed from the SMG will actually save you, because you're regening your armor so much and you're getting adrenaline rush to work with you. It's giving you that armor. Or you can actually use Bloodsucker. I was actually testing with Bloodsucker, but Bloodsucker is kind of a thing that works when you get a kill. But adrenaline rush always stays active when you're close, and we're going in face, in the face of the NPCs and trying to shoot them. So yeah, this is actually working. So these are the ways. With this, I have 48 crit and 144 crit damage, but still that doesn't matter. And if I show you my damage after, again, stack up, but it's fine. I'm just going to show you. And I'm actually going to have to, quit the video because dogs shouting, they need to eat something, I guess. I need to feed them. So yeah, I got a life. Yeah, I got a life. Okay, so I'm trying to stack up as much as I can. And with that chess piece, also, like right now, I'm hitting 700,000 mark already. Like it's not even maxed out yet. We can say like 770,000. I mean, right now 800,000. I mean, the crit damage is not even maxed out on the SMG yet. I mean, this is insane. Like you can see the bleed is actually not even like hitting me right now, since I'm like regening my armor so fast. So, and also getting that armor on kill. So these are the 2 ways I'm actually running this. So this gear set is pretty sweet. I gotta say that once the TU11 update comes in, grab this gear set, just go farm for it. And yeah, look for the SMG. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's pretty sweet. This is the way that this build is working. I just use 2 meta talents, Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush, and just slap in the 4-piece and use the SMG. That's basically what I did. There's no skill in it. Just go close and just keep on just point and shoot, just aim and shoot, and you're just gonna get those damage. And it's really sweet. It's insane. I love it. I'm gonna test out many more stuff. I'm gonna make a lot of build videos as well. Try to do a lot of build videos in the PTS as well. But mostly I'm going to do the reviews of the weapons. So yeah, just got to go now and do that for you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. And stay tuned. And yeah, keep supporting me. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.